Hello, my name is Kaylee. I'm the president of Idea Club. I'm so excited to have you guys all here. I want to thank the GCU staff and administration for putting this on and being so supportive of us as students. So Idea Club is a great place where all of us students see problems, find solutions, and create businesses. We welcome all students online and traditional on ground. A lot of the problems that we find happen to be world problems. Speaking of world, I'd like to introduce Esther Neese, streaming in live from London with her company Taylor, an app that allows you to find the perfect fit while shopping online. Let's give her a warm American welcome.
Hello, everyone. Just give it a second so I can see the screen. Still on the main screen. Awesome. Okay. Have you ever bought a shirt online and realized that was just way too big, or the color just looked really odd on you? Well, here at Taylor, we see that 52% of returns are because of sizing issues. I, for one, through the COVID pandemic, definitely shopped online a little more than I should have, but I also returned a lot more than I needed to. It was because of sizes and returns also from appearances. Let's look at how we can fix this issue. I'm Esther, I'm the founder of Taylor, and I'm a sophomore at GCU. So currently, as I said previously, there's 3 issues attached to online shopping right now. First is sizes. 52% of returns are because of sizing issues. Next, returns. It may be free for the consumer to put it in a box and ship it back to the company, but it's actually costing companies billions of dollars a year on returns. And it's also not great on the environment. Lastly, we have appearance. 27% of returns are because consumers say that the shirt or whatever clothing does not look like what it advertised as. So how are we going to fix this? The solution is we propose to do a size scanner, which would scan your body using an app to create measurements for your shirt, pants, you name it. And also through doing that, it will create an avatar of you. This data will then be linked to a search extension where next time, let's say you're on Old Navy or Nike's website, and it will it will choose a size for you based off of your data that this app created for you and the sizing chart of that brand. So then also from that, it will also replace the model's image with your image wearing that t-shirt. So you know what you're getting in it. Lastly, the COVID pandemic has also made fitting rooms not accessible anymore. So we want to add an addition to our app to scan the barcode of clothing items in store so it can tell you what size to order or buy. Now, our business model. We want to do it with a sizing app connected to a search extension. We don't want to alter the process of online shopping too much to defer people away from coming to our company. Now, the market. This is a $1 trillion market. And just in this market, it has grown exponentially in the past 5 years. And I think it will continue to grow. We want to latch on to that. You look at Nike, just as an example. This year, it so far has made just under $45 billion a year, and 21% of that was from e-commerce sales. We do want to latch on to that. There's also other platforms like Instagram Shopping and Amazon to advertise, and also to, especially Amazon, to link onto their selling of clothing. So now, user interface snapshot. $500 billion of merchandise was returned last year. Just over $2 billion. A billion people were expected to shop online in 2021 by the end of this year, and 70% of online shoppers make returns each year. That's a large amount of people. There's definitely a need for a solution to this problem. Now, we do have a prototype of the app already made. As you can see in the first slide, when you first download the app, you select your gender, things like that. Then it will go to scan your body. And then lastly, it will show your avatars. We want to make this family friendly. So by the time this is ready to launch, we want to make sure that this app is user friendly, efficient, and easy to navigate. We also have an extension prototype. So as you can see on the left, we have the model replaced by the user. And in the final product, it will look much clean and more cut and precise. It will also on the right, we have our brand logo on the screen. And then on the bottom right, we selected the size for the user for them. Now, To run an alpha test, GCU has scanners that we can utilize to kind of get a better idea of this and see what direction to really head into. Now, our ultimate goal is to move forward with LiDAR, which stands for light detection and range, to measure the body. But if this does not work, we also have a backup plan of using 2D to 3D reconstruction technique to recreate body models to capture sizing, as you can kind of see in the picture. Now, a large amount of people aged 16 to 29 spend a lot of time on social media. So that's a great platform to advertise. But we also recognize that the ages of 25 to 34 are actually the people who spend money and act on their purchases. Also, 72% of shoppers are female. So we're going to really target females as well, because they're shopping for their sons, their husbands, or themselves. Now, revenue model. We do want to advertise and do partnerships, but as you recall to slide 6, Nike's revenue was just under $45 billion this year. So if we took a 1% service fee, we would be doing very well. Now, our timeline. We're going to partner with a web developer to begin with to create the search extension and the app. Then we'll begin to develop scanning prototypes to hopefully mesh that into the app once finished. Then we'll draft licensing agreements, legal and IP kind of stuff, and then launch the app on the iOS App Store and begin earning revenue. Thank you.
Is this on? Yep. So the one question that I have, as a female myself, when I'm shopping online, it depends on the brand and also where the clothing is made. So what have you done to identify the problem between UK sizes and US sizes?
Yeah, I totally hear you. And that was one of my concerns to begin with, actually, because I noticed that I ordered a shoe from Reebok and it was a completely different size than Nike. And that's why when we do the extension prototype, I have looked into a bit of coding, and we would use JavaScript, and hopefully from that we can code in something to download each sizing chart, and then would base it off that sizing chart. And then to answer your question about material, we also do want to advise, we would have probably a little disclaimer or something to clarify the user, like, do you want it tight? Do you want it light? You know, because certain materials can be tighter or looser on people, if that answers your question.
Congratulations, Esther. Great stuff. Do you have a sense of what it's going to cost you to build this app, and what are you going to use the $5,000 for?
Yeah, totally good question. So this isn't going to be something I can give a hard number on, because I'm still in the research stage of kind of understanding which direction are we going to head to. If it's LiDAR, then it really depends. Because LiDAR is actually already implemented in iPhones. So that doesn't really seem to cost that much money for that area, but the money would be coming into legal and IP in launching the app on the iOS App Store and patents and such. But then if we headed it to 2D and 3D reconstruction technique, that would also be a different story. So the 5,000 would be going into research on that and hiring a web developer to implement the thing, and legal and IP.
Esther, this is Bryce. Great presentation. Just curious, I've heard of a service kind of similar to this called TrueFit, and I was wondering if that was on your radar and how you would say that you differentiate from TrueFit.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you asked that. I have a slide at the very end of my presentation that answers that on competitors. There are currently other companies, M. Taylor, like you said, TrueFit, and Needsy. They do tackle this issue, but in different ways. I believe that my way is better, because not only does it allow you to do it in the comfort of your home, but we have that addition of the QR code in stores that other companies do not have. And I also want to make the sizing app. I've looked at reviews on TrueFit and M. Taylor and these other places, and they were disappointed that they couldn't have an app where it had all the family's avatars. So as you saw on my prototype, I aim to act upon that and put that in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job, Esther. Thank you so much. Our next contestant is Joshua Helm with his game, The Bear Game. Have you ever sat at family game night and played a game and it wasn't appropriate for all ages? Well, Joshua has the solution to our problem. Welcome, Joshua.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, my name is Joshua Helm. I am a freshman here at GCU, and I am also a co-owner of the Bear Game, which I created last year with 3 of my friends and I in high school, while we were seniors in high school. So do you guys like family game nights? Like raise of hands. You guys like I love family game nights as well. My family gets serious with them too. However, I have my little cousin Jamie. I'm sure as some of you guys can relate, you guys have like that little cousin, little sister that you don't want to be scarred for life because you wanted to play Cards Against Humanity, for example. So this is the problem with the current game saturation, is that there's a lot of games that claim to be family friendly, but in reality, they have that one illustration, one phrase that, just isn't appropriate for your little sibling. So this is where the Bear Game comes in. So it's a family-friendly party card game, and we're gonna have a little simulation right now, but I'll give you guys the objective and a few cards that you'll see in the simulation. So the objective of the game is to be the first player to 12 cards or eliminate all your other players' cards. So that little dumpster dive one, that green card, that one is a boost card, so it'll help you get towards that 12 cards that you need to win. However, what can hinder your way of getting to those 12 cards is that little evil bear card. So that one will kill you and eliminate all the other players around you, or it'll harm all the other players around you. And if anyone in the game has that bear mace card, it will save the person from dying and save everyone else from punishment. So we can have you go first on the simulation. So you can just pick up a card from we can just have him go first, and you pick up a card from that. And then you can play it if you want, so it'd probably be to pick up 3 cards. Yeah. Should have said it closer. All right, so if you get a black bear, that means that you're dead. By chance, you got the black card. All right, well, hey, if anyone wants to save him and has that orange bear mace card, possibly. If you got it, it's up to you if you want to save him, or you can let him die. Does anyone have that orange card? You'll save him. What a good Samaritan. So that you're saved. No one is punished. So that's a little glimpse of how the game is played. Now, our main competition has primarily been Exploding Kittens. Now, though they are similar to us, they're still very different from us. So for example, they only have 27% of their deck is unique artwork, and similarly, they only have 16% unique card effects. So this leads to a lot more bland of a game, and you run into a lot of the same endings at the end of the game a lot of the time. I'm sure as you guys can advocate, there's no 2 cards that looked alike. We have 100% unique artwork and 90% unique card effects. So this increases the replayability of our game. Now to meet the Bear team, I am Joshua Helms, Head of Sales and Outreach. Austin Lee is Head of Overall Management Card Design. Colton Harris, Gameplay and Game Mechanics. And last but not least, Stephen Nguyen, which is Head of Art and Social Media. Our target market has primarily been families, as we are a family-oriented game. Teens, as you guys got a small glimpse of any sort of skill that you can use in it. But with 90% unique card effects, it leads to a lot more strategy that you can use. And I'll actually be getting to those games in game stores and retailers next. So right now, we are in 14 stores at 16 locations, and those 2 bottom ones just above our website are actually out here in Glendale, Arizona. And we're also in 5 publications, including the Columbian, which is the primary news source out in Washington. And then here's a picture of our website. You just search up the Bear game and it'll be the first one that comes up. That's not the Chicago Bears. And so for our profits, so for the numbers, right now, so since our first print run, we have been able to up the quality, up our profit, and lower the price to our customers, all thanks to China. And we've been able to make $17.75 profit, and MSRP is at $22.50. And for the retailers, just depending on what package they get, it differs from $6.30 to $7 per unit sold to us is our profit. Now, right now, currently, we have sold 444 units, making just over $7,500 in revenue. Now, with our current revenue and the revenue that we'll get from when we sell our remaining sets, we can order 3,000 more, and with $40,000, you can do most anything with where we're at right now. And looking ahead, so we have our base set right now. By our first expansion, we want to do something along the lines of nature bears, kind of add some more fluff to the family's deck, make it a lot more replayable, get them to grab the game off their shelf again. Second expansion, we want to add a new card type. So hopefully Hasbro isn't listening, but we're looking at doing something like Graveyard Bear, bring someone back from the dead, do something like that, make it a lot more fun. And by our third expansion, reach out to more of that teen demographic by making like a not safe for work one. So yeah. Thank you guys very much for listening. This is our awesome audience.
So how are you going to get people talking about and using this game?
Right now we're looking at doing, teaming up with, say, like a family YouTuber, something like that, to get our name more out there as well, and just continuing to, pitch to stores, do stuff like that as I've already done this semester.
Yeah. Do you have a sense of how many times a family will play this game before they tire of it?
Oh, okay. From what I've heard from the families that I've sold the game to, is that a lot of them, they play it on average of, I would say like, I actually honestly haven't been able to talk to like families and like see how many times that they've played it, but my guess is a fair amount.
Great presentation, loved the example. One question that I have is, you sell online and in stores. Where are most of your sales? So of the 444 that you've sold, were most of them in stores or online?
Most of them have been actually, it's been somewhat of a combination, because we got a lot of our online sales during when the Columbian, which is one of the primary news sources out in Washington. Once we got that one, once that news source came out, we got 40 orders right away, like within a day, just by people reading that article. And then all of the stores that we were in at the time all sold out. So it was kind of like a combination. That's where primarily our sales have been from. So it's been a combination. For right now though, from where we're at right now though, it has been stores. Yeah.
Have you given thought to offering this in a digital format so that families can kind of play it from afar with one another if they're living in different states or something like that?
I was thinking about that, but as for like doing it like in the future, that would be something that we would probably want to do like later on in the future. I don't see any reason why it couldn't happen. That would be an awesome expansion.
Cool presentation, great artwork.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. For our next contestant is Nico and Panache with Toxic University. They have an awesome clothing brand that allows you to be trendy and unique all at the same time. Welcome to the stage.
First off, thank you, GCU, and everybody that allowed us to be here. I'll just start off by saying that I grew up on a different side of the world. I grew up in Africa. I grew up in Zimbabwe, to be exact. I grew up learning different skills to help me with everything. Just, you pick up little skills, and I became good at it. And During COVID, I picked up a skill. I decided to start making clothes for myself, personally for myself, not for other people. Then a couple of my friends, like my friends right here, which are also part of the company, started asking for those clothes, so I decided to make a company out of it. My name is Panaship Vundura. I'm a biology major, and I'm 22.
My name is Nicholas Garrido. I'm 21 years old. I'm a transfer here at GCU, and these are associates Jay and Josh. And this is the TU family.
Our company name is Toxic University. The reason Toxic University, for me personally, being toxic sometimes is considered being different. So we just want to embrace that idea of being different. And I don't know about you guys over there transferring or coming from high school, but university is a place where you go to find yourself for the most part, I believe, because that's where I found most of my freedom away from my hometown or parents. So that's why I chose Toxic University as a name. The problem is most people want it to be different. Diversity is the foundation of America. For me, I like different stuff, like vintage clothes, but it's hard to find those clothes. So I decided to make them myself. Why not, right? So the solution is we have a company that provides all services from designing to making the clothes. So basically, we provide everything that you need to come out looking the way you want to look, having the clothes you want to. So our target is mainly like small businesses and individuals, which most companies do not target individuals for customization. So we have two business models. The first model is the custom shop, which allows us to interact with customers. They can just ask us whatever they need, like, hey, I want a picture of Tim Kelly on a shirt. Then we can obviously provide that for them. You know, nobody else is gonna do that. The second model is the university looks. So we have obviously the varsity jackets, the jerseys, the crew necks, and all that stuff. I personally like those looks, so I decided why not bring that into the mainstream media. We also have you know, personally, cancer is not my favorite thing, so I decided to kind of embrace the October, and I made a crew neck honoring just cancer and just the awareness part of it. Our advantage is we're a one-stop shop. So when you come to us, you walk out with everything you need. The designs will be done with you. You can work with us. You can send us a DM, whatever you need. We're able to just provide you with whatever you want on a shirt. We can bring it to you.
So in our revenue aspect, as you can see on one of the charts, our tees and our customized tees are the most popular right now, but we expect our hoodies and crew necks to rise due to the season that's coming up, and it's going to be colder. Thank you. On the other chart, it shows that our orders already that we have. Currently, in the last couple months, it has boomed due to the fact that we've been in GCU, and we have north of over 400 orders right now currently. So for this slide, all of our revenue has been generated without advertising. It has been face-to-face. We will go to Qdoba to get a burrito. Hey, we like your shirt. Where do you get it? Well, we make them. Then, in the last 3 months, we've made over $3,300 without advertising, and we have a pending order of over $12,000 with a GCU club. Cost and profit. For a tee, it costs us around $15 to make, and our crews and hoodies we make around for $17. What we profit off of this is $10 and $18. The thing about this and what we've noticed is that people tend to order in bulk, so they won't just buy a shirt. They'll buy a shirt and maybe a hoodie or a crew neck. We plan on adjusting our prices in the near future as well. So our current and target market, Arizona and Southern California, because that's where we are from. And we have a special heavy influence in high schools and universities, ages ranging from 18 to 25, and also for male and female. Key activities. So we're a self-made brand. We feel that since we've hired friends and GCU students, it makes us stronger within the community, and it's going to make it stronger for a company. Then another thing is brand network. We want to expand, and we want to make it more visible to all the customers, and that will expand us in our target audience. We believe we have a very bright future ahead, considering the fact that we've already partnered with many GCU clubs, that we've expanded to universities and high schools in Southern California, and we have a large market of GCU students that are also interested in the product already. Ways to get involved. We are on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, our website, and also you can talk to us face-to-face if you see us around campus. On screen right now, you will see our Instagram QR code. This is the easiest way to get involved, to see our upcoming drops. And right now in front of the stage, we are gonna show you a customized shirt that we are gonna give out to the audience. So the first one to raise their hand will get this customized little baby shirt. Thank you guys for getting involved, and we hope to see you guys in the Toxa family. Thank you so much.
I love the fact you guys are in revenue and you're out selling your idea. You acted on it. It's not just a thought. You went out and did something. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's a big deal. So where's the next step?
So the next step is actually trying to get a space in Canyon Ventures. That is the thing that we believe is holding us back right now, lack of space. We're currently running our business out of our own apartment. So we're pressing it in the kitchen, and which makes it a little bit harder. But due to the fact that we believe we've made revenue without advertising, we believe that we can actually expand a lot.
Very good. And you get a t-shirt with Tim Kelly's picture on it, I'll buy one.
Sounds good.
Great job. Love the presentation. Love all the shirts and the graphics. One question that I have is, with this $12,000 order you have, how long is it going to take you to fulfill that? And is that for t-shirts or the sweatshirts?
Okay, so that is actually with the snowboarding club, and we've actually talked about it, and they want shirts, hoodies, and crew necks. They've actually expanded on it, which we couldn't add in the presentation, so it's actually north of almost $15,000 right now. We believe that we can complete the order in actually with 2 weeks, and we've calculated that with our vendors that we order our shirts and crew necks for. So if that, is that answering everything, or did you have another question? All right, thank you so much.
Great job, guys. Just thinking about the difference in profit margin between your different types of products, is there one that you try to push more than the other, or do you give all of them equal weight when trying to sell?
The shirts, the graphic tees, I don't know, they just do the job by themselves. I just wear one, and before you know it, somebody else is asking for it. So the graphic tees are definitely the most, I don't know, like they're easy to sell because people get to say, hey, I want somebody's face or this person, this artist that they can't find somewhere else, and we're able to make that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. Our next contestant is Luis and Jonathan with Connex. As an entrepreneur myself, I've struggled to find business partners, and they have solved that problem for us. Welcome to the stage.
Good afternoon. We are Connex, a platform dedicated to creating ideas, collaborating on projects, and doing more. My name is Luis Pena, and I'm currently a senior studying computer science here at Grand Canyon University.
My name is Jonathan Lopez, also a senior studying computer science at GCU.
So please, raise your hand if you've ever had a project that fell through. If you've ever had an idea that you thought could become the next big thing, if only you had more people working on it. The truth is that all of us here have an idea that we would like to turn into a reality. Some big, some small, but all of them have potential. The problem is that we saw is that a lot of people fail to reach their potential due to a lack of collaborative opportunity. And there is not yet a platform dedicated to creating and collaborating on ideas.
Our solution to that problem is Connex. So Connex will serve as a brand new social platform focused entirely on bringing those ideas to life. Connex users will be able to connect with people that share the same hobbies and interests as them online to create, all in the same place. So they'll be able to filter through community projects and ideas, based on their location, hobbies, talents, and the skill level to find people that they would like to engage with and connect with.
So what makes us different from all of the amazing other platforms out there? First and foremost, we focus primarily on collaboration between users. A lot of other platforms focus on sharing your images, your ideas, your thoughts, but not really allowing you a way to collaborate on them. Other platforms allow you to advance your career, expand your professional network, but they don't provide you with projects to build experience with. We will also be allowing the opportunity to get resources for your project, such as content curation resources, and we will also be allowing for an algorithm to find collaborators specifically tailored for you and your project.
So specifically, going back and speaking about that algorithm, so these suggestions, if you look right there to the right where it says suggested connections, so those will come based on those little tags to the left. So the algorithm, based on what you publish and upload the most to your feed, where you can update people what you're working on, something new that you're thinking about, those tags will come automatically from that algorithm. So those are what we'll use to find, those suggested connections for you. Because our goal is to automatically, do the work for you so that you don't have to work on, messaging people, reaching out. We'll do it for you. All you have to do is just say, hey.
So, who are our competitors? I'd like to share with you guys the top social networking sites out here. There are several sites, and they are very, very profitable, making billions of dollars in revenue. However, every single one of them have a key purpose, none of them having a purpose primarily focusing on collaborating and creating projects with users. There are also other sites such as GitHub that allow you to collaborate on programs and coding. There's Google Docs, which allow you to collaborate on writing. However, those are more so tools, not necessarily a platform to connect with people and create these incredible ideas. So, what's our plan to get this started?
So we'll begin with, obviously, opening up Connex exclusively for GCU students. So, t-shirt company, right? Maybe there's other people who are on GCU campus, designers, you got people who maybe make shirts, threading, tailors, people like that. So you would use Connex to connect with them. And we'll do the work for you. We'll find them for you. We'll put them on there. All you got to do is just say, hey, like we said. But it's simple, like I said. After we open it up exclusively to GCU students, we'll move on to other universities. We'll open it up to the Phoenix metro area. And then from there, we'll open it up for everyone to use. And after that, our final phase would be to add more services and features to Connex.
So as of right now, our target market are ambitious GCU students, and we also plan to partner with other universities and local colleges in an effort to expand this to every single college student.
Cool. So on this slide, you guys can see the number of students that are at GCU. And remember, all of these students, they have different majors, different backgrounds, they're from different places. They all have different ideas, but they don't have no way of bringing those ideas to life if they're not already, in that classroom, in that group chat, on that Discord server, with people that are like them. So with Connex, we want to close the gap between students and give them a space where they can come together to collaborate, communicate, and create without ever having to leave Connex.
So that was 90,000 potential people that can use this platform. If only a quarter of them were to hop on Connex, that means we would have 20,000 active users on the platform. With the average cost per 1,000 impressions for selling advertisements being around $10, we will be averaging $200 worth of revenue on a daily basis. Our startup cost will be $5,000 with an ongoing cost of $5,000 more. That would be to cover expenses for software, tools, servers, domains to get this platform up and running. And as you can see on the graph, we will break even within 2 months, and within 6 months, we will be generating $30,000 worth of revenue. So, we have the idea, we have the marketing strategy, we have the projected revenue, but do we have what it takes? Well, this is the team that is dedicated to tackling this problem. We have several computer science students who are expertise in different areas. We have people working on the back end, front end, the algorithm. I'm working as the designer. We have a lead software engineer. We also have tremendous help from our support from our advisory team. We have Professor Dr. Artsy serving as our mentor and advisor. We also have Joe Salmon, who is a current software developer working at CVO, and he will be helping us as our mobile application consultant. So, judges, audience, those streaming online, we have a vision to create a platform dedicated to creating and collaborating on projects, ideas, and so much more. So, let's help the world do what we are doing here today, and let's connect on Connex. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Walk me again through the pricing model. What are you charging, and what do they get for that?
We currently are going to be a free platform. We would be generating revenue through advertisements and website monetization. We did not include on that graph other revenue streams. We will be offering a premium service that we are still planning, and that premium service is going to be a $5 monthly subscription to boost your profile. It will be having you able to have your profile pop up more, have your projects be seen by more people. It'll allow for you to just expand your network that way. We also did not include sponsorships and partnerships with other universities, which does vary.
Last question for me. College students are busy. So what do you do if your number one plan is to go to GCU students, 90,000 students? What if they don't have the time to participate in one more thing, even if it's a great program? Where do you go from there?
Of course, time is of the essence, and a lot of us are really busy. Also, I forgot to thank all of you for making time today to come out here and watch us do what we do. But this project was inspired by, me and Jonathan and some other friends. We are super busy. We have computer science projects. We have programs we need to make. We have papers we need to turn in. We work full time. We do all these other things. We're involved with clubs. Actually, Jonathan is the president of LSU. I'm vice president of TEDx Grand Canyon University. And we're super busy, but we still are very ambitious. We're working on a video game, we're making music, we're doing a robot for our capstone project, and on top of that, we wanted to create this platform to help give people the ability to do what we are doing. And it's very difficult to connect with people when you're going throughout your day-to-day life. You don't know who has what idea up here, you don't know who has what is coming up. You don't know what they're coming up with. So we would try to connect people who are like-minded on this platform. That is our goal. Thank you.
Sure. So just thinking about the expansion beyond GCU, have you given thought to how you're going to do that, what advertising channels you're going to use? It can get pretty expensive. Just top of funnel marketing, trying to reach a wide audience.
Yes, we have. Actually, another company that you might have heard of who has done this similar approach is they go by Facebook. So when Mark was making this idea, he actually started it at his university. He opened it exclusively for Harvard, and then he went on to open it at other universities. And he did that through connecting with those individuals who are high up. I personally know Brian Mueller. I'll ask him for advice. I'll ask him for his connections. I know other provosts at universities that I can get in touch with, who I currently have on LinkedIn. So it's definitely going to be a lot of talking, a lot of collaborating, which is our goal, which is what we're trying to do. So besides that, we will market a lot on social medias to the right demographic, to the right people, to the right streams.
Great. And then I have just one more question. Thinking about your platform, how it works, do users upload files to your platform that they can then collaborate on, and are you going to set limits as to what they can upload to avoid excessive hosting costs?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so as we said, we will be able to upload, pictures, just as you would on a different social media platform. You can also upload files, and part of what we were talking about before, like on a paid service or a paid tier, for Connex would be to increase those limits. So there will be a limit to begin with, and a way to increase that limit would be through paying and giving money to get onto that next tier.
Awesome. So the one question I have is, could I get a little bit more detail on the marketing strategy? There's a lot of other social media companies out there. What are going to make people want to join yours? How are they going to learn how to use it? And I think you also had mentioned partnerships with universities. Have you started any of those yet?
Yeah, so I know the CEO of RDF, Raza Development Fund, who sponsor a lot of initiatives and programs for Latinos and poor communities, and they also have a board of directors. And I attended that board of directors meetings, and I pitched this idea, and there was also other, like I said, that's where I have met some of my provost connections, and they were interested in the idea. I still have yet to speak to them and tell them more in depth, like what we are trying to do, how we are trying to go about it, but we are establishing those connections, and we are making sure that we are reaching out to the right people to get this started. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that awesome presentation. Our next contestant is Jace. Here at GCU, we all share one value, and that's conscious capitalism, taking the Christian worldview and the free market to create something amazing. Jace has done an amazing job at showing us that with his company, Wash. Let's welcome Jace to the stage.
How's everybody doing? Doing good. I'm doing good. Wonderful. Well, good early evening. My name is Jace Kindrea, and I am the founder of Wash Clothing. Wash is an acronym for Washed Apparel Serving Humanity Every Day. What we do is when you buy a t-shirt, it allows us to load that clothing rack up with thrifted t-shirts that we walk around the city providing homeless with the opportunity to shop for free. It is a buy a shirt, give a shirt platform. A little bit about our story. Last year, I got baptized, and since the moment of my baptism, the road of blessings has been very clear and evident for me. And on January 3rd this year, I was driving in my car, and the name Wash Clothing came into my head. Since that moment, I went home, I bought the domain, made the Instagram, and posted the first picture. The road of blessings has continued to lead me to the stage that I stand on today.
Hey, Jace, you need to use the clicker, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm clicking on my side. So the story is that was the first rack that I brought out there, a $15 rack from Target. We've now upgraded to Bob Marley, and now the problem we face is homelessness. In our state alone, if we all gave $1 a year into a bank account, every single homeless person would make over $30,000 a year. The statistic doesn't really make sense to me because why are people homeless and why are we not doing more to help and fix it? Now the solution is washed clothing. Our mission is to unite those in need with those who can give. We've built the company on the verse Acts 20:35, which reads, "And everything I did, I showed you by this kind of hard work. We must help the weak, remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, it is more blessed to give than to receive." We've started a movement, and the movement is called Wash the City. How it works is with the clothing rack, we put thrifted t-shirts on it. I go to Goodwill, I hand select the shirts, I bring them home, and I wash them, bring them to the streets so the people can smell good, feel good, and look good. From there, the shirt is just the start of the relationship. I build relationships with people so that I can help navigate them out of their situation. Now, our revenue model looks a little bit like this. Current year-to-date sales equals $18,625. And then this past Tuesday was the first time that I actually was able to sell to the GCU student population at the GCU student market. There I was able to sell 74 units in 4 hours, resulting over about $2,000. And then breaking the products down individually, shirts cost about $650, and then we sell them for $25, leaving a profit of $1850. And then the hoodies, they sell for $45, they cost $1650, and we profit about $28.50 per hoodie. Our plan for growth is pretty simple. We have the foundation and we have the product. All we need is 2 more employees so that we can ramp up production. There we can put an equal amount of time on online sales and in-person sales. Currently, all my product is sold and I can't keep an inventory for online purchases. And then our expected growth model looks a little bit like this. Currently, again, I can only produce 400 shirts a month. With the 2 new employees, we'll be able to produce 600 right away. And then once they have proper training, we can get to 700 and then 1,000. Once we get to May, I expect our revenue profit to look about $21,300. And then going into the products themselves, this is gonna be the fun part. I have 2 t-shirts down here that I'm just gonna throw them into the crowd. So we got one right there, and then we got one right there. Perfect. And then judges, in your guys' bags, you have a t-shirt. And it is a fairly special t-shirt. So on the screen, you see the furthest left picture is a lady named Amber. And Amber is a lady in downtown Phoenix currently experiencing homelessness. I met her about 5-6 months ago, and we gave her that t-shirt. She tie-dyed it because she's an artist, and I took that picture, and right after that picture, she handed me that letter. The letter pretty much talks about how we all come from the earth, we're all made of matter, so make your space matter. I thought it was beautiful, so we made it into a t-shirt, and now we have Amber's message. The most important part of the t-shirt, though, is the tag. Every single tag has the verse Acts 20:35 on it, because the goal is when the consumer views the tag, their heart is changed towards Christ for the rest of their life. Credibility. So far, we've donated over 1,000 t-shirts in downtown Phoenix alone, and the gentleman in the pictures right here is the true success story of Washed. His name is Ray Lee Carter, and I met him about a year ago. I'm getting emotional. But Ray was once homeless and is no longer homeless. He was granted housing through the state, and when he got an apartment, I was able to connect him with GCU CityServe, where we provided him with new bedding, new furniture, new appliances, and now I just got word from above that GCU is looking to hire Ray. So last week, I went and sat down with Ray, built him a resume, and hopefully next week we can get Ray a job. A very, very unexpected part of today as well. As I was sitting down in these chairs, Dr. Tran right here handed me a letter, and I'm going to read it to you guys real quick. He said, "You should conclude by announcing that Dr. Tran, Harvard MBA, angel investor, and 4-time startup CEO, has accepted to invest $10,000 to $50,000 in my own startup."
Love the business model, love that you found a problem in the community or striving to fix it. That is really awesome to see. I don't have any questions.
Like Melina said, great presentation, very impactful, that's awesome. Just curious, is your plan to register as a nonprofit organization?
So with the help of, I'm a senior here at GCU, business student. I don't really know anything. So with the guidance from the gentleman that I hopefully ensue my trust in, I'm currently for-profit as Wash Clothing, and I want to turn Wash the City, the movement, into the nonprofit.
Hello. Yeah, so I have a question, two questions actually. I'd like to ask the first investor in your company, Mr. Vera, who really believed in the company and decided to host the company. Could you explain why you decided to invest into Wash and accept to host the company before even we know about Jay and his business?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this is Dr. Tran, who made the investment into the company. Also with us today is Jace's family. Can you please stand up? Yeah. So this is Jace's family, otherwise known as free labor.
For real.
So when I heard Jace's story, and I heard what he was doing with CityServe, it was an easy decision for us to weave it in. And since then, I've heard a number of students say to me, I need to weave my faith into my business. So if you're looking for purpose, you've come to the right place, right? That's what we do here, right? Jace found a way to weave his faith into his work, and he's changing the world. So that's why we wanted him here. That's why it was an easy decision for us to have him come here. You have all seen Jace over here. He's got his shop over there. He's here working, making shirts, and then when he's not doing that, he takes his rack out onto the street and he gives it away, and he's changing lives. So we're very, very proud to have Jace here, very proud to have his company, very proud of the work he's done, and very thankful for your investment. I know you have another question.
My next question is for Milana from Trinity Venture. I read your company bio and I checked the SEC filing about your company. That is BDC, which is a Business Development Corporation that provide the startup and risk debt financing. So can you tell Jay what type of financing you can possibly help provide with that allow him to grow from 400 units a month to maybe 1,000, 10,000 units a month? What criteria are you looking for before providing the debt and equity debt or operational debt to his company?
So I guess one thing that Trinity does, our typical check sizes are between 3 million to 30 million. But for a company like this, what I would look for is how profitable are you on each shirt. So if you're selling a shirt and then giving away a shirt, are you profitable with both of them? So will selling one shirt be profitable since you're giving away one? And the other thing I would look for as you're expanding is, do you have enough machines to keep up with the demand that you're seeing? And how is that pacing out? What is your strategy to finance that? That is one thing Trinity does. We do equipment financing and also venture debt. I don't know, Bryce, if you would like to add anything.
I would say one more thing that I would probably watch out for is the seasonal peaks and lows, how you absorbed your costs when people just aren't buying hoodies, for example. Like, so during the summer months, you're not selling hoodies, you're selling t-shirts. Maybe on an overall volume basis, your business goes down a little bit. How do you navigate that? By pulling back on expenses.
Great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. We're going to wait for my presentation to load. While we wait, thumbs up, good day, medium day, bad day? Yeah, okay, good, sweet. There we go. So like she said, my name is Tyler, and I'm just here to introduce a new connection to the GCU business ecosystem. So as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, the growing entrepreneurial scene here has attracted a lot of attention from different organizations, and Campus Founders Fund is one of them. So what Campus Founders Fund does is invest real money into student startup companies, and is VC backed by a firm called Kickstart out of Utah. So just being a student here for 3 years, I can speak to a pain point of my fellow students and student entrepreneurs, and that pain point is a gap between Idea Club and Canyon Angels. How do I take my well-developed idea and build it enough to get it ready for that seed stage to grow my company. And that's where Campus Founders Fund comes in. So the really cool thing about Campus Founders Fund, aside from the networking and feedback opportunities that it gives the new founders, is the super founder-friendly deal terms that we invest with. So we invest with a safe, simple agreement for future equity at 0 cap, 0% discount rate. If you're a student and you're not quite sure what those terms mean, you can find me after and I'll tell you why those are awesome terms for a new founder. But the typical check size we put in is about $20,000 to a student company, and we invest in all different industries. It just has to show scalable potential. So I'm just here to extend myself as the connection between this fund and GCU. For all of you in the audience wondering, why am I even listening to this? How is this gonna benefit me? If you end up coming to the school, it's just another stepping stone that you can use to grow your idea and help make it a reality. So that is everything. If you or somebody that you know has a startup that has scalable potential, come find me after this and let's talk about getting you connected to Campus Founders Fund. Thank you, everybody.
That could be the first Canyon challenge that I actually cried at, so this is getting emotional here. Also, what we do while our judges are out there deliberating, we have some dead time here. And so what we've done is open this up to a nationwide high school business plan competition, and we have selected a final 4 from hundreds of participants across the country that we're gonna show you right now. These are videos that'll pop up here. And after the 4 videos show, Randy Gibb and I, if I can drag him up here, our fearless dean, we will announce who we believe is that #1 high school company, and can't wait to get him here on campus. So if you could please let the videos play.
Are you tired of gas pollution? Are you tired of climate change and hot weather? Are you tired of our ocean's ecosystem suffering from our own consequences? We got a solution for you. My name is Brianna. My name is Courtney. And we present to you Alpha Algae. What is Alpha Algae? Alpha Algae is where we incorporated invasive algae species into our company's product. Our product includes windows and miscellaneous glass items around your home, created by that invasive species called diatoms. Diatoms in our product cools down the temperature around your home because it's algae incorporated into windows. Well, not only windows can be made from this species, but also miscellaneous glass items around your home. This species is called diatoms, and when it comes in contact with sunlight, they create oxygen, and that oxygen produced can be released into your home and create energy. Not only can it be released into your home, but outside of your home and cool down the temperatures as well.
I'm Carson, and welcome to the BioNucleus Show, where I'm going to be making this plastic water bottle disappear. Notice how it didn't disappear, and that's why BioNucleus is here. Now I'm going to be passing it to Ryan.
Plastic takes 450 years to completely decompose, which is why there's over 5 trillion pieces of plastic in the ocean right now. And so our solution is BioNucleus. BioNucleus will be a new plastic alternative that will take 10 days to decompose in salt water, and it will change into vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to benefit the ocean. Now Brooks will take over the competitive analysis.
Well, so our market size is huge, but our market share is small. Our top competitors of plastic products are Quantum Plastics, Plastic One, and Plastech. Our strengths are very high gross margins, limited startup risk. Our weaknesses are high transportation costs and limited pricing flexibility. And our opportunities are expansion of online sales, affiliate relations with related vendors, and our threats or insurance costs continue to increase, and inflation on manufacturing.
Now to Delaney.
What is BioNucleus? BioNucleus is a biodegradable alternative to plastic. It is made up of kelp and plankton. It gives nutrients for the sea animals, and it helps make sure the sea animals don't die from plastic.
Thank you, Delaney. Now we're going to talk about BioNucleus' business model. Our main source of income will be through fundraisers, selling percentage of the company and product sales, and also trying to match contracts with major plastic suppliers in hopes to lessen their plastic footprint. In our financial, most of the company's revenue will go towards product management, future development and other things, including with our employees. In case college fund or passing of employee, we love to take care of families to the best of our ability because we care about everyone here at BioNucleus. And next, I'm going to pass it to Kate.
To summarize everything, there's lots of plastic waste in the ocean that takes years to decompose. BioNucleus is biodegradable and it turns into vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to help animals survive. We will be making money through various ways like fundraisers, product sales, and selling percentages of the company. Our funding goes to maintaining the company, future research, employees, and sea life related organizations.
Hi, thank you so much. We're very excited to be a part of this competition. We're coming to you from Village Christian in Los Angeles, California, and we are Carvana, privacy made portable. There are a lot of amazing things about our cars. I personally love being in mine, but there are a lot of issues associated with it as well, from lack of privacy to lack of space to lack of living ability. We think Carvana can solve a lot of problems for a lot of people, from people who love the outdoors, such as campers and beachgoers, to families that have kids that play a sport and need the room and the privacy to change, as well as people living in their cars that need the privacy that our product can provide. We can help solve a lot of problems with a huge market size that this can be launched into.
So here is a solution to our problem, the auto accessory that every parent needs to turn their car into a temporary changing booth. The Carvana is a foldable tent-like changing booth that attaches to the side of your car. It has an opening in the front that allows you to have access inside of the car while in the tent. It has a flap on the top of the opening to cover the car door window to ensure privacy. It's also foldable horizontally and retractable vertically to ensure portability.
We love our product, and we are incredibly excited about how innovative it is. We think that it can meet a lot of needs and help a lot of people, anywhere from beachgoers to families and even road trippers. Furthermore, we really want to give back to our community. We know that a lot of our friends are unhoused and are struggling in current situations. We think that partnerships with nonprofit organizations will be very beneficial, as we believe that the Carvana can be greatly helpful as a shelter and an effective way for unhoused to be able to live in their car better. We can't wait to partner with nonprofit organizations and help distribute the Carvana.
So how do we sell our product, and what's our business plan? Well, the obvious low-hanging fruit are the outdoor stores and the sporting goods stores, such as Dick's Sporting Goods, REI Co-op, and Bass Pro Shops. However, it gets interesting when you think about how we can sell it to auto parts stores and NPOs for the unhoused in volume as well. We also want to set up shop at car shows, Little League, beach, and festivals so that people can try our product firsthand.
We're also very excited about our launch plan. We think that first off, we're incredibly excited to do street team demos. Our product is very innovative, and we think the best way to show it off is just to show the people through demonstrations. Secondly, we can't wait to gain more exposure through outdoor and camping blogs as we want to get our name out there. We also, like I said before, are incredibly excited about nonprofit organizations. We want to take this beyond just a way to distribute a product. We want to give back to our community. And lastly, we'd love to advertise at beaches because this is a product that pertains to the beach. So we love our launch plan and we're incredibly excited about this product.
Thank you so much. We are Carvana, privacy made portable.
Give a quick overview of each of these 4 finalist companies here. I'll just read them in order that they played. So we have Alpha Algae. This came from Arizona's own Hamilton High School. And basically they're able to create a new type of glass with a type of new biology. That is Courtney Cow, Brianna Quintero are those entrepreneurs. Let's give them a hand. Oh, and by the way, we've changed the rules here. We figured that you high school students are probably a much better expert as to which of these 4 companies should actually win. And so remember which of these 4 companies you like the most, and when we're done reading which companies are here, you get to decide who wins. So this is an experiment. Bear with us. This is what entrepreneurs do. Company number 2, BioNucleus. This is a biodegradable plastic. This is coming also from Arizona, Desert Vista High School. And the Carson, we have Ryan, we have Brooks, and we have Delaney. Those are the 4 entrepreneurs there. Third company is Sunglass. This is coming to us from Legacy Christian in Frisco, Texas, okay? And they have a windshield sunscreen integrated into it. The fourth company is Carvana, and this is a privacy made portable. The entrepreneurs are Sienna Nordemer, Winston Peterson, Kyle Pedagorowski, I know I'm not pronouncing that well, and Caleb Hughes from Village Christian in California. Let's give all those four companies a big hand. Where is Randy Gibb? Our fearless dean. You need to see his face. You always want to get to know him. When you're here, he's the guy to go to with all of your wonderful ideas, challenges. All right, how did we? Okay, Alpha Algae. Who wants Alpha Algae as the winner? Go ahead and put up their hand. We have two. Okay.
Got a few. Maybe three.
BioNuplex. Who wants that? Who's thinking that? You got I'm going to give it about 10, 20. Okay.
Small, but more. They're in the leads.
They're in the lead so far. Sunglass. We have a handful back there. And Carvana.
All right.
Overwhelmingly,
All right.
Carvana is the
Yes.
winner. Bravo.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I think our judges are about ready to, boy, they're really deliberating quite a while.
It's not an easy decision.
I want to thank everybody for being here, and just what your takeaway would be is a lot of people have ideas. How do you operationalize it, right? How do you take it to that next level? And I'm really impressed with the number of startups and pitches today that not only had an idea, that not only taken the business plan to that next level, they're actually doing it, and then they're actually in revenue. So congratulations for that. That is outstanding. We often say, actually I steal this line from Tim Kelly, the best way to make sure you have a job when you graduate is to create it for yourself. So, and that's what these all have done. So outstanding. Right on cue. Here are our judges. All right. Are you going to grab the envelope and then make the announcement?
They get to make the announcement. So amongst the three judges, they elect a spokesperson. Excellent. The stage is yours then.
I just want to say congratulations to everyone. These were great presentations. Really enjoyed it. So let's give everyone another round of applause. Thank you. All right. After much deliberation, we have identified our third place winner as, drum roll, the Bear Game. And then our second place winner is Toxic University. And finally, our first place winner, Washed. Great job, guys.
With that, let's thank our judges. We know that it is hard work to make these decisions. Kevin, Melania, Bryce, let's give them a big hand. Special thanks to Randy Gibb, Robert Vera, the whole College of Business. We can't thank you all enough. To our Discovery students who are here, and to all of our brilliant entrepreneurs and our winners, let's give them a big hand. And that's it. Now we take photographs. And we found the check. Yeah.